Hello, my friends. My name is Andrew Bear. I am the CEO of Indigenous Holistic Healing Services, and I want to talk to you today about grief and loss. Many of our people have lost loved ones right across this land, and the pain is very real. It's very real. I go into communities and I help people address the pain, understand the process of grieving, help people get to a place where they can actually find closure and find healing. We're never going to get to the place that we're going to be happy and we're going to feel peace and all of these things because our loved ones are precious. They're very precious. And so coping with loss is where we're at. I know in 2019 I lost my wife of 20 years. And it was a difficult time, very, very difficult time. And transcending to a place of peace and happiness and joy was not always easy. In 2010, I lost both my parents, my mom and my dad, in a 7-month period. Coping was not easy. And if that's all we have is coping, then it really doesn't quite do what we hope it would do. But in my workshops, I want to help you get to a place that your whole body, your whole system can heal to a place that you can find peace in your life. It took a long time for me to get to a place that I was able to find that peace. But it didn't come naturally. It came by connecting, whether you want to say Creator, God, however, whatever works for you. That connection is vital. It's extremely vital in your healing process. At the beginning stages, we sometimes get angry with God. We sometimes feel like God has let us down, kind of left us, abandoned us, and all these things. But I want to let you know our connection to God, Creator, is what's going to bring the healing. I know I was in British Columbia and I was delivering a workshop 4 days after my wife had passed away. And I went into the workshop and I was very professional, did my job. But when I got back to the hotel, I cried like a puppy dog. I cried very, very heavy because the loneliness and the pain was there. In my workshops, I don't want to stop you from crying. I want to help you to heal. I want to bring you to a place that when you go through your grief and loss, you know things that will help you, things that will benefit you, things that are going to be able to make your life just a little bit more comfortable. I've been delivering grief and loss for over 20 years to over 1 million people. I know that it works. I know the process of how to make it work. And I want to share that process with all of you in my workshops. If you would call my toll-free number, toll-free 855-544-2777, let me come to your community and help your people that are going through the pain and sorrow of grief. I am an Indigenous man. I speak from an Indigenous perspective. I speak from an Indigenous concept. I understand life as an Indigenous man. I have absolutely no doubt that if you bring me to your community and we do our 3-day workshop in your community, it's going to be the door, a brand new door of healing. Now, I don't leave you there because after this, I'm going to expect that we do follow-up and that we schedule follow-up on a regular basis until we get to the place that I can work with your health department and I can work with the people in the health team to train them how to do the proper follow-up that's going to make their community heal from these grief that the people are experiencing. I guarantee you're going to learn a lot about grieving. Grief is a ceremony. In the Indigenous concept, it is the highest level of our ceremonies. It's not the lowest, It is the highest. It is the journey of passing over. And when we pass over, you've got to understand something. We have not lost our connection with our loved ones. We have not lost that connection. The Western philosophy tells us we've lost it. It's over. But it's not. Our spiritual journey is eternal. And we walk in an eternal way, in an eternal path, in an eternal way. I have so much to share with you. 3 days is really short. For some communities, they've been requesting 4 and 5 days. And I give it to them. I give it to them. Because I want to help each community that is going through grief and loss right across this land. I want to help every individual heal. We have some people that are teaching grief therapy, grief and loss, that don't know the proper procedures of doing this, and they're making things worse. I've got to fix a lot of people's mistakes. But I want to let you know something. When I come to your community and I bring this healing to you, we are beginning the process. We are beginning the process. We're opening the doors to many more opportunities to understand the healing journey. And we will have follow-up, because the follow-up is what brings us back to a better place. And every month or 2 months or whatever it is, we're going to have that follow-up to help you understand what's going on. What can I do differently? What am I not doing right? What could I do to make my healing more sacred, more peaceful, more active? So many things, so many answers. I will do my best to provide all of those answers for you. I'm asking you today, give me a call. Toll free, 855-544-2777. Let me bring this workshop, Grief and Loss Healing Journey, to your community. Andrew Bear. I've done this for over 20 years. I guarantee you, lives will be better. Hi, miigwech, marsicho, bedemea, gananasko mikten, agoshet.